Well, there's Desi and here comes Lucy. And so I have to make new houses because they're fighting over this one. They both have heating pads in them. And so a new project. And basically here's their enclosure. Note the concrete under the fence line. People lose their African sulcatas because of assuming they're not going to dig very much. I'm not going to lose these two. Anyway, start on the project. So luckily I had these boards left over from the house project, the stained siding, and a buddy of mine gave me a bunch of 2x4s, which are more than enough for this project. Well, I'm done with the floor subframe, and you can see I insulated it with some leftover solid insulation from the house project. I'm going to have a really nice doghouse when I'm done. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I'm having to build the structure on these round pieces of wood so that I could roll it into place, because I'm usually alone on all these projects. I have plenty of friends who are willing to help, but the timing never seems to be right. Last night I glued a bunch of this old plywood I had, cut out some pieces to make a arch for the doorway. And the glue seems to be dry now, so onwards. Well, I got the tie back on there and started putting the siding on. I hope the tortoises will be happy with this. Matches our house. Well, all right, I got the siding on, and obviously the tie back is on, and I got some insulation in the barn. I think I have enough. So far I haven't really had to spend any money on this project, but unfortunately the piece of plywood I was going to use for the roof is a bit warped, so I'm going to use that for the inside walls, and I'm going to have to buy a piece of plywood. Oh well, boy did I luck out. So that roll of insulation I had inside the barn covered the entire thing, just a little bit left over. I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, I got the inside walls done. That one piece there I pulled out of a dumpster a few days ago, and it fit perfectly with the exception of being too long. And that last piece of 4x8 plywood I had covered all the walls. And I had to spend money today, so I bought a fresh piece of plywood for the roof. I already drew my parameter lines on there. And there's the insulation for the roof. So tomorrow I got to seal up all the edges and paint. Well, it's actually an outdoor type weather stain that'll go on the inside. Well, I'm impressed. I wasn't sure about this stuff when I bought it, but the girl at Home Depot said this is the trick, because I told her I got to wash this out every few months, and this stuff went on thick. One more coat will do it. And I finished the roof. Insulation's on, the framing's on. Well, finished the roof relative to be able to put it on. The glue's got to dry 24 hours. Well, I got the roof on and the second coat of paint in. And now I got to start tearing apart over there. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to use as roof material. That is getting there. Well, I couldn't come up with any roofing material, so I had to spend 35 bucks and buy some cot shingles. And it's going on. Okay, the roof is on. So in a couple days I start tearing all that apart and get it out of the way. Well, I got the old houses out of the way. And of course, Desi and Lucy aren't very happy about that. They have to use those enclosures. Got their area blocked off. I'm starting to plant the new posts. And the house is ready to go. Well, I got the old posts out, and I got the new posts in place. Concrete's still drying. I put in this temporary ramp system because this thing weighs so much. The only way to get in place is to roll it in place. Waiting on a buddy to spot me, and we'll see if I'm going to be successful. I hope so. I guess the tortoises had a good night last night in their new house because they're partying today. Anyway, so now I'm working on the counterweight system. There's my drill stuck in there. And as you can see, I got the house in place. But I still got a ways to go. But yeah, they were in there last night on the heating pads. They're obviously happy. So my buddy Tony said, instead of concrete, why don't I use the weights of the old burnt out scale that I had? Boy, he's genius. He's a genius. Say hi, genius. So now I can lift the top up. And it stays because of the counterweight. There's the tortoises. And now put it back down. It gets heavy and stays shut. So next I got to work on the electrical. Well, the house is done. And the counterweight worked out really nice. And as you can see, they've already been having fun in here. There's Desi. Lucy's eating up a storm. Some cactus, grass, and kale. Desi doesn't seem to be too hungry. But their new house is done. And on to the next project.